is up, you guys? Welcome back to a newly updated evening routine. I wanted to take you guys through exactly what it is I do in the evening to be able to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But first, this had to start with a trip to Marshall's. Everything was so discounted. Did you see those red stickers? Some Ray Dunn happened. We didn't get a ton of stuff, so I couldn't do a full haul video, but it was amazing. It was so much fun. We were the only ones in the store. We were the first ones there. If you saw on my Instagram stories, you know what went down. It was so cool. Great experience. So from there, we came home, put on some cozy slippers, and it was time to take Carl for a walk. Carl is now back home from boot camp. He was gone to boot camp for about 4 weeks just for different reasons, and he is so much calmer and so much cooler now. So he was chilling in his bed when we got home, listening to his Disney area music that we play on the TV while we're gone. We play it all day long, but we especially play some music for him while we're gone. And he is just a chill little fellow. So we've noticed that walking him helps a ton if he gets a bunch of exercise. We probably walk him as much, if not more, than a big dog. Carl weighs about 5 pounds, so that's a lot of walking for a little 5-pound dog, but he's a quite capable fellow and he loves to walk, and he can hang. He can go for pretty far. So we ended up walking to our local coffee shop. So we just got ready, got Carl all leashed up and harnessed up, and he was ready to go. One thing we've been working on with Carl is his auto sits. So we learned this thing from the trainer called auto sits, where you basically walk him on your left side, always on the same side. There should be a little bit of slack in that leash. He's still getting better, but when we stop, he should sit and look to us for direction, just so that he's not feeling stressed and no aggression comes out and he knows that we have his back, but also that he's listening. So that's something we're working on with him, and he's getting so great at it. But you can see his little paws move super fast. It's insane that he's able to keep up. He's a short and stout little dude, but he loved it. So we walked all the way to our local coffee shop. It was a beautiful spring day. All of the flowers were in bloom, and it was just so chill and so cool. So we actually decided to walk to our local coffee shop, which is an independently owned business. So we're trying to support some local businesses instead of just going to Starbucks, obviously. This is called Happy Goat, and we go here pretty much every day. It's a little yuppie spot. We love it. They make the best coffee. So Andre got a drip coffee. I got a mocha, and I actually went inside while Andre took care of the little dude outside, since I'm sure he would actually be welcome in the coffee shop, but you never know. So we did not get any cookies, but we did walk home with our warm beverages, which was so comfy. From there, once we arrived at home, it was time to set up for our evening routine. So we just lit a candle, nice little Ray Dunn eucalyptus candle, as well as our oil burner. House smelled amazing that way, and it was time to set up for my workout. Now, on weekends, I actually do my workouts in the afternoon, and this is a great way to just set up for a nice evening and kind of tire myself out. So it worked out really well for knowing that I'm going to wake up early the next day. So I switched out of my walking clothes, which was really just like some comfy loungewear, and I put on some shorts and a bra top, actually some capris, which are from Aerie, and a bra top, and then I grabbed my fitness tracker. A lot of you guys have been asking about it. I absolutely love it. I've been using it for quite a while, and I have a pretty strong opinion about fitness trackers since I've tried pretty much all of them. I love this one. I will link it down below for you guys, the exact model I have, but I love it. Now, my workouts, I do them all on my Apple TV. Today's workout required 0 equipment. I died a slow, painful death. It was all legs and all booty, and very, very high heart rate and tons of calories burned, which is my kind of workout. It was pretty quick. It was under 30 minutes and insane, absolutely insane. But I loved it, so I wanted to be able to share it with you guys. So I documented part of it, and you can follow along if you want to. So you can do the lunge jumps, 30 seconds per side, the squat jumps for 30 seconds, just rest for about 10 to 20 seconds in between. And then I did like these split lunge kind of, I don't know, what would you call that? Like a run jump lunge? One leg, it's gonna burn the booty. That's what you call it. It's a booty burner. Same thing, 30 seconds per side on that one. It's gonna work your hamstrings and just your balance and your core and all of the things. This one hurt, but in a good way. And then this last move that you can do for 30 seconds also are froggy jumps. So you basically turn your feet outwards and you dip down, and this will work the booty as well. So crazy. And then you can do 3 rounds of it. Then it was time for me to check in with the girls in my fit gym. I shared this on my stories yesterday for the first time. It is now launched and available. So I will be doing 8 weeks worth of workouts. So that's what I was tracking here and just writing everything down. I will also be doing, which is kind of more exciting to me, 8 weeks of carb cycling out. So it's not just carb cycling. I have the full nutrition plan done for the Fit Gym. So this is going to all the girls in the Fit Gym. They have instant access to it. It's a custom meal plan that I've built myself, that I've literally tested out myself and that I'm going through. So all 56 days are laid out, from everything from cocktail day to your favorite carb day to half and half day, to ultimately cut out any sugars and sweets, as well as cocktails, as well as carbs, but still be able to enjoy your freaking life. So the idea is that you get ripped. And these are the girls in my Fit Gym. I freaking love them. So I usually go live every single day and I check in with them. So this day was really special because I was actually just giving them access to everything. So if they're in the Fit Gym, they get access to any future programs as well as any older programs. So they have 4-week shred, 6-week sculpt, and now the 8-week cycle out program, which is awesome. I freaking love these girls. If you ever want to join, I will leave the link down below. I am an email away always, and there's a ton of information on my website, but I did want to share that excitement because that has been a long time in the works. So Carl made his way off of his little bed. He's been just rummaging around the house, and it was time for a mocktail. So I've been testing out different mocktail recipes to be able to cycle out the cocktails, and this one was probably the best one I've ever created. So the best part of it is definitely the cherry bitters. I just got off of Amazon. I'll link it for you guys. I used some frozen wild blueberries, a ton of lime juice, as well as, so I used some fresh lime juice, and I also used the key lime juice that I got off of Amazon that I usually use for my margaritas. The filler is some coconut ectois, and then a tiny, tiny bit of almond orgeat syrup. It was so good. I can't even. It was so good that Andre had a sip and was like, can you make me one? So I ended up making a second one for him. And the way that I actually put the bitters in was when I squeezed the lime juice out, it created like a little cup. And I learned this trick in Turks and Caicos during our trip. That's how he made the margarita. And I filled the bitters in that little cup of lime. So then you can kind of push it down and all the bitters goes in. The bitters, I feel, makes it taste like a cocktail. And it's just a switch from always having a kombucha. I feel like everybody is kind of defaults to kombucha if they're trying to cocktail it out, but not have a cocktail. And it's not necessarily better. So I wanted to have a healthy option for you guys so you can totally recreate this for yourselves. I'll keep coming at you with some healthy mocktails and recipes, but that's what's going to be in the Fit Gym for that cycle out, is really focusing on, not having a cocktail all the time. So from there, it was time to color my hair. So Andre picked up a couple of boxes of hair color for me. I didn't know which one to use. One was espresso and the other one was dark brown ash. I don't know. I don't even know which color I am. And listen, I am not a colorist, so I did my best. It turned out, let it be known, it was a little bit lighter than it probably should have been, but it looks okay. It's fine. So I just mixed all of the ingredients together. If it says anybody else colored their own hair while in quarantine, because maybe we shouldn't be, but listen, it was necessary. So I had to do it. The grays were just too much. So I switched into some clothes that I would not ruin because I know how this is going to go down. Enjoyed my cocktail, and I just kind of smooshed it all in. It really wasn't that complicated, but I do wish that the color would have been a little bit darker, but I will be first in line to go see my hairstylist when the salon reopens. So I just kind of smooshed everything in, and I only did my roots so that I wouldn't mess with the actual color of my entire head. And I'm lucky that I just have dark brown hair because I guess it's supposed to be mistake proof, but I still managed to mess it up a little bit. And then I used this moisture repair cream on my ends. So what I did is I put my hair into a top knot ponytail with one of those plastic little coiled elastics, and then I put the hair mask all over the ends of my hair, and then I just kind of smooshed it into a bun and let it sit for about 10 minutes. And it kind of just held itself there. So I left that in while my bath was pouring. So I made sure to also wipe off all of the hair dye off of my forehead, and then I just started running my bath. Now, one thing that I didn't think of that was not part of this is I had to rinse out my hair before I got in the bath. So I ended up quickly going into the shower just to rinse out my hair so I wouldn't have a ton of hair dye in the tub with me. It's one thing to wash my hair out in the tub, but I'm not going to rinse out hair dye in the tub. So I should have actually done that prior, but it was all good. It was all good. One thing I definitely want to share with you guys is how I've been able to regrow and re-strengthen my hair. I have so much to share for that, so I feel like that needs to be its own dedicated video. One thing though, I definitely love this little comb. I think it's called Brigio is the company. If you know the company, they're awesome. And I love it. So while I was in the tub, I was on my phone sharing that little mocktail recipe with the girls in my fit gym. And then from there, I just got out of the tub and just spritzed my hair with some detangling spray, some 7-second detangling spray, and I put it up in a little towel. Then I cleansed my face with my new favorite oil cleanser. I love this stuff. I wish I could get more jars of it. It's by Pharmacy. It's very clean cherry, or very cherry clean. I love it so much. It's the best. And then I did a quick little spray tan, and I used Fake and Bake, and I also used Saint Tropez. You guys, I think I'm done with Saint Tropez. If you have a suggestion of a better company, I'm so tired of it turning my skin like a tint of green. I feel like it's the weirdest thing. Also, I will take any suggestions, but if you know what that is, maybe the product's expired. I have no idea, but it's now the second time it happened. So, I don't like being green. The other thing I just picked up was the Moroccan Oil Volumizing Cream. I got that at Sephora, and I just used it for the first time. I love it. So I put my hair up in a bun while it was wet, just to let it air dry a little bit, and then I started to prep dinner with Andre. So we kind of tag teamed it. I took the inside stuff, and Andre took the outside stuff on the barbecue. So he grilled some veggies for us. He grilled some corn and some asparagus, and I made some high protein turkey meatballs. So some chopped up onions, some chopped up garlic, a little bit of tomato sauce in there, tons of fresh herbs, and some extra lean ground turkey, and just a little bit of oats to get it to stick together, as well as an egg. And then some Flavor God seasoning in there. Do we have enough Flavor God seasoning? I think so. And some little Parisian potatoes on the side. So Andre was at the grill, and he is like a grill master. He doesn't know it, but he really is. So he made us some asparagus as well as some corn outside. It was a really quick meal to prepare. The whole thing probably took about 15 to 20 minutes, and I had 2 of the meatballs and Andre had 3. I actually didn't end up finishing all the potatoes. It was just too much, but this is part of the carb cycle out plan that we're trying to work through and just figure out what works for us and just being realistic about it more than anything. So we sat down and had dinner while we listened to some Disney dinner music, and Carl went out on the back balcony while we just cleaned up from dinner and did all of the dishes. So Andre has a lot of a sweet tooth. If that's you and that's relatable, let me know. But he always wants dessert. So I've started to just create all these different types of sweet treats after dinner for him. And one that he really likes is this apple crumble. It's super healthy because there's no sugar in it except for the pure maple syrup, which we're lucky to have access to that, but you can get pure maple syrup from anywhere. It can be expensive sometimes. And a little sprinkle of oats in there, a ton of cinnamon, and a full green apple. And he loves it. He loves it. He's obsessed with it. And it's like sticky, ooey gooey goodness. And I put it in a little Mickey Creuset little container. So that's what he had while he finished up some work on his computer. And he usually will finish up work on his computer while I kind of either chill by the TV and do my work, or this time I went upstairs and I just did blow dried out and did all my hair stuffs, which is usually a task in itself, until I got the Dyson. The Dyson hairdryer and the Dyson Airwrap literally changed my life. And I realize that I have not stopped talking about it, but I feel like everybody needs to know that I actually use it and that I actually love it. So I put some volumizing spray in my hair, which was by Unite. And then I did the It's a 10 serum on the tips of my hair. And then I did a little lip mask. And my hair probably took like 10 seconds to style and dry. Usually on nights that I'm doing an early night and I know that I'm going to wake up early, I like to do a face mask as just part of that evening routine to start chilling out. So one of my favorite face masks, and I actually just finished the jar, so I feel like that says a lot, and I have a new one, is the Detox Mask by Frey. I love it. I'll link it down below for you guys. I also have a discount code. I use all of their products, the cleansers, the serums, everything. I love it. This was an exciting night and so just wonderful. New sheets and a new fan and a new comforter. We were due, and we just wanted like a little softer, snugglier, less warm too. We had like a big duvet before, so I just got this ultra soft. It is the softest comforter I have ever experienced in my entire life, and it was not expensive at all. I love it so much. So we have a full set coming with pillows and everything, and then I turned on a nebulizer with some lavender oil. That cream is also a lavender cream, so it's just very nighttime-esque, gets the bedroom ready. I had the fan going. Carl was a piece. You guys, he is just his own character. He's his own self. We also slept with the window open just because it was a cooler night and more comfortable. And then from there, my clay mask had dried and it was time to take it off. And then I used this little extractor tool once it was off to just get out any gunk and grime. It's just a little tool I got off of Amazon that I'm actually obsessed with. It just vibrates and like pushes out all of my pores. If I could have done a close-up, I would have. Love. Then I just brushed my teeth. I have I think it's called Diamond Sonicare toothbrush. It's baby pink. That's all that matters. And I put away all my hair stuff and I just tied my hair back really quickly. From there, I set my alarm. I do this every night. I set my alarm for 4:50 a.m. using Alarmy. If you've ever seen one of my morning routines, I go through this in depth, but basically it'll slowly wake me up. And this one is like birds chirping. So it's just chill. It's not aggressive. And when I get to the phone, it'll actually make me complete a mission. So I'm fully woken up the next morning. The other thing I do is I don't want to mess around in the morning. So I want to have my workout clothes picked out. So I choose my shorts and even down to my shoes and my socks and my undies are like ready to go. And I just put them on the poof in my closet so I can just grab it in the morning, because me in the morning is not cute. Like I'm completely half asleep. I'm like a zombie. So I turn off my alarm, brush my teeth, grab my workout clothes and go downstairs to do my workout. So I'm fully set up for the evening. Then the last thing I do is my skincare. So I go into my beauty room just because that's where I keep all of my skincare, and I put on my serum onto the Clarisonic. The Clarisonic, you can customize your own routine using the app. So I put on the Sunday Riley Good Genes. It's a lactic acid serum. I've been using this for a long time. I love it. This whole little routine is what I've been doing for a while, and it is amazing. So I will go through with the Clarisonic and that lactic acid treatment for about 30 seconds to a minute. And then I will use this water enzyme cream, which is also by Sunday Riley. It comes in a little kit. So if you want to get a discount, you can get the little kit all together. I'm telling you, it smells good. It smells clean. It's awesome. And someone with oily skin, if you have oily or acne prone skin, which I do, this is like the best little combo value kit that you can get, especially the oil. So there's a turmeric glow oil, and I know it seems counterintuitive, but I've been doing a lot of research, and if you have oily skin, the best thing you can do is use a face oil. I use it at night. If you have extra oily skin, one thing I just bought was the Sunday Riley UFO little package. That one's awesome also. So if you are really breaking out, that's an awesome option. I just feel like it doesn't smell as good, but there's also a little kit for that. So this is the CEO Glow. I feel like it just smells so clean and so good. And then that little orange one, I use that during the day, and that's a vitamin C cream. So then I set up to read. I have my water bottle next to the bed, which I grab as soon as I wake up in the morning. I have my slippers next to the bed, and then I just get cozy and comfy. I brought a notepad as well as a book. So what I was doing was basically meal planning for the entire week for Andre and I, and I'm just going to share everything in our fit gym for those girls, but really figuring out like what we're gonna have for dinner as well as breakfasts, any snacks also. So from there, I turn off all the lights and I get cozy in bed. I hope that you guys enjoyed the nighttime routine. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to be subscribed and following on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, dudes.